What's up guys, this is Shirei talking, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'll show you how I defeated Basil Galeos with a second squad. That's stage 190F from Spiral Corridor. This guy is a nightmare. He attacks with all physical types, but also fire, cold, poison, stun, paralyze, and instant kill. That's way too many ailments. And he's only weak to slash and shadow. If you watch in my first run, I used UniverSe and also Rock Bouquet with her bunny style, doing lots and lots of damage that the fight didn't take too much. And since UniverSe had intrinsic, he was also capable of sometimes evading. It was very easy, but well, if you don't have those characters, you may have to take a slower approach. This one is usually stable, but some better RNG can still happen. So what's the difference here? I'm using the Rising Phoenix EX formation as well, but I'm taking a slow approach with Polka being the main damage dealer. Yes, I do have his triple S weapon, so that speed ups things just a little, and you totally need Steel Blade Phoenix as inheritance. And then I have Liz. Well, she's also very popular, the same banner, using Dragon's Blasting forever, and if something really bad happens, she can use Droplet to revive. Then we have Maria. Maria will be using Sunlight Blow. That is to buff your ailment resistance. And we have Labelle. Why Labelle? Because she can also buff ailment resistance with her multi-shot Water. It even buffs more, but it can only use it every 2 turns. And the last character is Shirei. Very popular. Shirei has his Song of Sturdiness via inheritance. I did level this to 99 because this will increase the buffs value to much higher. And it's the only skill here that many people will not have an easy to level, since this is minimal leveling. It's not a damage attack. And his skill up is now gone. You have to use a new currency that is happening on UniverSe now. But since it's a skill, not a spell, it's not really that terrible. It takes like 2 to 3 hours to level 2 max. And so the idea here is that Basil Galeos is pretty crazy. If you buff too much, he will keep using buff break on you. But ailment resistance cannot be dispelled. This squad works because of the extension of 3 ailment resistance buffers. In the future, just Labelle and Shirei will be enough, or just Shirei and Maria, for example. You can remove one of them, but when I try to remove one of them, it always leads into some problems. But if you want, remove one of them and bring one debuffer. That's the best approach. And bring your debuffer in the back row. That's right, because debuffers in the front row will mostly debuff before boss attacks, and he will just use the 5 weakness before that, and that leads into most bad situations where you get inflicted with ailments and the fight ends. Now for the other characters, we have Polka with her resistance to cold. He's totally weak to cold. Bring her resistance to cold. I don't know why I'm using this accessory to bring one for cold. And then we have Liz that negates cold, so she needs to have a little more of a fire resistance. Maria has against everything. She's even using the Proof of Work Tower. And Labelle, it's kind of using a little bit of everything as well. She does not resist slash in this case. Yes, I could not manage to do it, but she needs to resist 35 points in order to decrease damage taken. And Shirei was kind of off a little bit of everything here. So that's the squad, and let's hope for the best. So this fight will be very hard even with this team, and Maria now is really important, but in some more status increases as we keep getting more and more, I don't think you need Maria anymore. But right now, without her, I had some better RNG. So Sunlight Blow gives an increase to ailment resistance, and this will not be cleansed by the enemy, hence why it's so important. Labelle will start with Breezy Foot Bath, and Shirei will use his Flowering Strings because I want to give BP to Polka so that he can heal every single turn. But back on Maria topic, I think that in some months, she's not as important in this team as she was. Joe can work. You can also just try to use Headbutt every time, but I had some bad runs where Basil was totally removing the buffs before he tried to stun, and he also removed buffs in the same turn, so there was nothing that you could do. With Maria, this problem was fully solved. You see that Labelle got poisoned. This will be removed in a while. Polka will not use Overdrive. I'm just gonna use Steel Blade Phoenix on delay, but everyone else can use Overdrive if you want. Doesn't really matter much. Maria will just keep using Sunlight Blow forever. Labelle will use multi-shot out of water that will cleanse the poison. And Shirei can use his Song of Sturdiness. That buffs will, but the more important thing is the ailment resistance buff as well. And if you don't have this maxed on level 99, it does make a difference. Running Maria, I think it's okay. If you don't have Maria in your party, you totally need to level this up to 99 to increase the value of the buff. That was quite a lot. He stunned Polka, but it was in the end. And Polka still has Overdrive, and he can use Tribulate Phoenix now. Liz will also heal the party passively on turn 3, so it's okay. Keep up with your Sunlight Blows, and it's time for a Breezy Foot Bath. Yes, Shirei will use Song of Sturdiness. Let's see how it goes. You see that Liz heal it right now. You only get better stability after turn 4, because that's when you have 4 stacks of Dragon's Blessing from Liz. And also many ailment resistance buffs. Sadly, this party does not benefit from Overdrive. This is small increasing damage. Ouroboros will always be a dangerous attack that deals insane amounts of damage and can still apply defense down. Well, you need to heal on Overdrive with Polka. We need Dragon's Blessing, Sunlight Blow. If you get into danger, you can also just use Light of the Sun, but I don't think it's time for this yet. Shot, Song of Sturdiness, and from now on, the fight will be a little more stable. There are still times where Basil Galeos will try to attack someone else that's not Polka, and that can be dangerous. Remember that Polka always negates fire attacks, and there are 2 important attacks from Basil that are based on fire. The more he attacks Polka, the better. And Polka is always taunting every turn. But it's not a guarantee. Removed buffs, but didn't remove ailment resistance buffs. Those cannot be dispelled. Hence why we are surviving. That's okay, now I can run on Delay, Dragon's Blessing, Sunlight Blow, Breezy. Time for Flowering Strings, guys, because it's turn 5. We will need to give more BP to the party, or else Polka will run out. Got poison, that's a very bad sign. That's crazy how many buffs I'm applying and they are still getting inflicted with ailments. But now I'll be using Overdrive and I'll have Dragon's Blast. Oh, let's just remove Polka out of the Overdrive. Multi-shot out of water, Song of Sturdiness. Just because I could not buff with Shirei in 1 turn. But if you are not strong enough for this fight, don't worry. Try later. And also my first squad versus Basil Galeos was much more stable. But even that squad can sometimes need good RNG. Okay, Polka, Steel Blade Phoenix, Dragon's Blessing, Sunlight Blow, Breezy, Song of Sturdiness. The fight is long, sadly it is, but it works. If you have good RNG and you are not bringing Maria, you can bring another damage dealer that's not exactly Joe. I saw some people running Ludwig, it works. Is also both Shadow and Slash, meaning that you do very good damage. We got almost killed here. From turn 7 and sometimes beyond, he goes crazy and sometimes do more damage. I think No. No. Delay. Oh, heal on this turn with Labelle as well. Polka hardly, if ever, we use Overdrive. The turns where he uses Ouroboros are the worst ones. Removing buffs. Okay. We heal way less than normal before we remove debuffs applied. Yeah, every 3 turns Liz heals the party passively. Now Shirei will be closer to full HP again. Not poisoned. Awesome. If you want, like when you are a full HP, you can use Flame Soul Blade just for fun. And this is time to use Flooring Strings again. Every 5 turns you need to do this. Nice Polka, but that's still, I don't know, 60% HP left. I wish this Polka could counter as well. Draconic Roar and Ouroboros, the worst skills that Basil Galeos uses. Back to Steelblade Phoenix. Can run Overdrive with everyone save for Polka. I'll actually just run Multi-Shot out of water again. This gives another ailment resistance buff. And she gets another usage of Breezy Footbath every 5 turns. Meaning that I can skip one Overdrive just fine. This attack, man. Wait after Maria. Maybe now is a good time to use... Whoa, yeah. Now is a really good time to use Overdrive. Because with Labelle, I did not remove the debuffs applied. One turn and that unit got so decreased. Yeah, back to Breezy. Hopefully we won't die because Liz just healed us again. Damage is still always high. This was a turn where we ended up with almost full HP. Okay. Everyone uses Overdrive, save for Polka. Not that it matters, they are not doing damage. Don't even know I keep doing this. Just to say that it's being wasted. To be honest, when you are on a combo, Shirei probably buffs a little more. Good. Close to 50% now. It's good time to use Flooring Strings again. Next turn, Elise will heal us passively once more. You got us back to full HP. I don't like to use this. Maybe I will just run Labelle on overdrive now. Hey Shirei, you have lots of BP, no? How do you think about using summer rainline arrows? Imagine you do this and you die, just because you skip it one turn with Shirei. You get like tons of stuns and stuff. Just helping a little, right? You're not breaking the cycle. Are you, Shirei? Speed up the things a little. This attack has fire. It's a pretty strong attack. Oh, it doesn't have fire. Thought it had. Now we need to use Breezy Foot Bath. Oh, I think I can use Polka on overdrive. Not really. You won't die. I guess you won't. Ouroboros on start? That increases our defenses. Okay, Fire Breath. That was nice, but I think we got two Ouroboros close to each other. Are we with defense downs? Besides, I mean, is it stacked? No, it's just guard down. So how many effects we have in this fight? Really? Guard down large. Sometimes I even forget to use overdrive. The characters that are not even doing damage. What's important about this is that it's a win. Better to run a slow squad than to just have to restart every time. And he just used Ouroboros once more. See how he's becoming super offensive? How can you predict what Basil Galeos is gonna do? I don't understand his behavior completely. I tried to note, but he was always changing everything. This turn, Liz will heal us, so we can use Polka on delay. Attacking Liz. That's nice because in this turn, Liz also applies an extra defense boost. That's why it didn't do that much damage. It's close for another flooring string, so I'll just use it. Ouroboros again. 1.4 thousand damage versus it. She's gonna die. I knew. The good thing, Maria can revive with her either inheritance or via... Wait. You have to be smart this time. Only Maria will be on overdrive. She can use Light of the Sun, or she can use Healing Light. I'll be using Light of the Sun because this applies evasion, and that's important. It's a fast skill nonetheless. Yes, it is. And Breezy Foot Bath. Song of Sturdiness. He can get into applying ailments on Liz just because she's reviving, so there is a problem here. But we'll see how it goes. Liz is not... Oh, that was nice because we stop at Ouroboros. Also, when someone dies, you lose Scrum Guard from Maria. This is still gonna take lots of damage. Okay, this is turn 21. Maybe she'll get the defense boosts from passive. Rightless. Let's use everyone on overdrive, save for Polka once more. That gives Dragon's Blessing. Sunlight Blow. Shot. Song of Sturdiness. RNG can still screw you. I think she will survive. Oh, another Ouroboros. 1.7 thousand damage versus Liz. That was insane. She barely survived it. I think I'll have to use Polka on overdrive. Or use another heal with Maria. But I used to Blade on overdrive. I think that after she dies, she broke her cycle. Super sure though. Hey. Maria. Bad thing I don't have another reviver. I'm gonna use Blade Phoenix on overdrive once more. Everyone will be on overdrive. Next turn is 24. Liz will heal the party. But yeah, that was a good decision. Oh, Maria. Ouroboros. Maria just died. I can revive her. I'll have to go through the end of the fight without her. RNG screwed us up. No, I have Droplet. Yes, I will have to use Droplet. Even if it's not really the best decision right now. What else could be done? This turn, Liz heals, right? Yes, she does. If she didn't, we'll be dead. It's good that I have a healing inheritance with Liz. I forgot that I had. Please don't kill Maria again. Ouroboros, right? On first move. Attacking older people again, but not Polka. Is ignoring taunt? What a madman. I feel like I want to use Light of the Sun again. Really? It's the end of the fight already. I will. I don't think I need to use Flowery Strings anymore. I can actually run Liz and Shirei on overdrive. Fight is ending, let's make our move. Nice, we stop it, Ouroboros. Breezy Foot Bath. Song of Sturdiness. Yes. Next turn he can use his nuke attack again, I believe, yes. We'll finish this by turn 27. What a long fight with this squad. It was supposed to be stable, but RNG still screwed us. Attacking Labelle. I think you're gonna die on this turn. If I can use my Shirei skill, yes, you'll be dead. And I'll do damage as well. With everyone, you are dead. Look what took me. Yes, Basil, you are one of the worst ones. If you don't have very strong slash and shadow damage. Without Mirrors and Rock, the fight becomes much harder. Still prefer my first video though. Rushing versus Basil was much more fun than this slow approach. But a win is a win, right? And some people may not replicate the first squad, they can replicate the second. And that's the end of the fight. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and if you want to support the channel, we have links here in the description of the video. Don't forget to join our Discord server where we talk about UniverSe and SaGa. And thank you so much. I see you later on the next video.